To the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the New York Giants and the Washington Commanders. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Carry here for Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
To the 43, second down. Well, this defense for the Giants, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. Back to the ground with Robinson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Robinson will try to pick it up. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 38. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out. And they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing Jones. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I think he just made the punter a little bit jealous there. There's some serious hang time on that ball. Deep downfield, and while it didn't connect, it certainly sent a message, didn't it?
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. And on is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood. He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Powell throwing on 3rd down here. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now Jones. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races. Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Off the play fake. Jones. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Off play action. Jones rolling to his right. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll run for it with Eckler. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And the Commanders come through with a fourth down stand. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Again, it's Robinson. And he's got room. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held him, they might go for it again.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw line a little too far, brings up 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Steps away to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
First down, how to throw. And this throw will be intercepted. picked off by Aaron Robinson. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he'll be brought down at the 27. I know it's tough to make tackles in the open field, but that one hurts because he got a little bit extra after the missed tackle.
Receivers are coached so well, they have to break at least one tackle after the catch. He did that on that play.
They go play action here on first down. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
The defense is ready for the back to leak out, and even have a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling the back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw again. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
This will be caught just inside the 10. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give him a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
This is swung out to Eckler. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Austin Eckler, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Point after, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
And Howe will throw it.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first. trying to parlay that great performance last week, NFC Offensive Player of the Week in Week 2, into a great performance in Week 3.
And the way he was able to do it last week, he started off doing it again this week. Energy, the way he comes off the line of scrimmage, attacks the defense, sets them back on their heels, and he finds openings as a result.
Powell to the air on 1st and 10. That's out wide here for Robinson.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
They'll go play action. Powell.
Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Now their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Powell throwing on 1st down here.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Not sure what happened out there. The timing was a little off on that throw.
I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
This time they stay on the ground. And some room to run now. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Touchdown, Giants.
Austin Eckler.
In the final seconds of the first half. Now the try here for the point after. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Off the play fake. Jones. Forced out to his left. Another pass complete to Bellinger. He'll get it inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Second down, Eckler. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
117 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now Jones throwing on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
After the sack on first down, Howell got his man complete over the middle. That's Ferguson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. It's a gain of 35.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Faking the handoff. Howell.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Julian Love picks it.
And the Giants will take over possession here up at the 44.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if the game believed their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Jones throwing on first down. He's going to look deep down the field.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. A turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. His throw incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Jones now, off play action. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown.
So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Howell. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
On first down, Howell.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down. Howell caught out left side by Robinson.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Howell, he'll look to throw it.
Towards the end zone for Brown. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll get this to Eckler. Gets it up around the 22, but no further. Did flash the fancy footwork, but not much to show for it. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll bring up second down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 9 now from the 21. Off play action. Jones. He's got this to Williams, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Here's Jones. Off the play fake. Looking deep downfield. And this one is incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last two snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Up the middle with Eckler.
And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. 123 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones.
So that's into the hands of Eckler. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. A one-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Throwing, Jones. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Now Howell.
This is caught. It's Brown.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
First down, Howell to throw.
He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson.
Howell looking to throw again. Checks this one down to Robinson. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. Robinson up the middle.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. A line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Powell.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
This likely a must-have 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Robinson.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on.
That one looks like he'll throw here. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Let's take it inside his own 40. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Powell's throw into the hands of McLaurin.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked by Julian Love. And the Giants come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
So in blue, the New York Giants.